We just go back to the beginning, man. You know, my dad's, smoking reefer with my Uncle Greg, and that was the thing. So it's not like I woke up a year ago and was like, yo, let me get into the weed industry. I think that if you've been smoking weed or weed's been around your life, and you know what I'm saying, and you know how you grew up. If you smoke weed or you've sold weed or you have an idea about weed or you just love the oils or pill, anything weed, if you like the merchandise, weed merchandise, you're a part of the weed industry. Cookies these days, my strawberry banana strain is unmatched right now. The bubblegum cookies is what I'm smoking right this minute. It smells like bubblegum, which is crazy, and it doesn't lose the smell like all the way through, and the taste is crazy. It's like, this is crazy. Like, this has risen to the top of like strains that I love. It's top 5 right here. 7 years old, man, my brother Face let me take a hit of some chronic. And I think he stole it from one of the bigger homies in the hood, and but it was like chronic. You know what I'm saying? Like chronic in 1987. Like, this was a rare jewel. It was like almost finding a diamond in the middle of Africa. It was like, So I hit that shit when I was 7. I can remember coughing, feeling like I was gonna die. And my brothers was laughing at me and shit. Yeah, and I'm like, help me, So that was the first time when I was 7 years old, man. Actively, I never smoked again until I was like, maybe like 12, 6th grade. So growing up in Compton is just a little bit different from growing up any other place in the world, man. To me, being 12 years old, smoking weed in Compton, man, that's some pretty tough shit. Whenever my kids are ready to smoke weed, I'm gonna know. Okay. Cause they're gonna tell me. Okay. And if, let's just say my son's 15, and he wants to take his first hit of the weed, I'm gonna make sure that it's the most craziest strain ever in life, so they can have a terrible first fucking experience and be like, I don't think that's cool. I dabbed like once in my life and almost died again. So, cause I'm extreme with it. So I took the biggest dab, of course if I'm a dab, I took a granddaddy dab. And I almost died, man. So yeah, I don't really dab that much. I think it's cool if you really just want to get blowed out of your fucking mind. It almost made me feel like a real addict. Like, I felt like after I dabbed, like I was tripping a little bit. But I love it, man. Yeah, Josh was there, man. He laughing off camera, man. But yeah. So I love R&B, you know what I'm saying? I really, really love R&B. And so I'm gonna do an R&B album sort of like that, where I just executive produce the whole album and get cats like The Weeknd, Sam Smith, Black, Drizzy, Ty Dolla $ign, and just make a dope ass like neo soul album. And so that's what I'm gonna focus on. I think I'm gonna call it You, Me, and Her. And just put out some dope ass. I'm not gonna rap on it, no one's rapping on it, it's just straight R&B. It's gonna be dope as fuck. Just a vibe. If you smoke or you chill, that's it, man. It's just gonna be dope as shit. It's gonna be a fucking huge, like a dope ass vibe. These new dudes, man, they on a different vibe. And you know what? Instead of, motherfuckers out there who's saying that, oh, hip hop used to be like this when it was DMX, and and hip hop used to be like this when it was, Run DMC, and hip hop used to be like this when it was Game 50 and Nas and Eminem. Instead of doing that shit, why don't you just congratulate them young cats and get your old ass out the way, you know what I'm saying, and allow them to flourish as hip hop is today. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it, and I got a lot of love, and I listen to all that shit, man. There's only a handful of rappers that could really express themselves and sound educated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas is just from the hood and just, dumb as shit. And then you got some that are very intellectual and outspoken and, can voice their opinions, man. Me, I don't really get into politics, because I think it's like, if you watch Scandal, like, I feel like it's a secret society, and if you get too much in the way, they'll try to MLK you or something like that. I mean, it's very possible. So I don't really fuck with them people's politics. I keep my opinion, to myself and, amongst my friends and family. But other than that, man, I don't know. Other than encouraging somebody to vote or taking a stance when we're blatantly being disrespected as, a race, and that may be whatever race you are, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't think it's wise to just go that far to digging into people's politics. This right now is a real pivotal time for the whole cannabis industry because this is prohibition, but for marijuana. And it's happening. If you've been fighting for the last, 15, 20 years and with your product and you stay, at it, and it's known now that it's starting to legalize. Once it legalizes across the board, then now all of a sudden you are Newport and you are Marlboro. I would say for anybody with fucking any sense, it's now, it's been the time, but now it's really the time to take some money and, get into something. And a lot of people think that the cannabis industry is all about weed. No, there's products. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of different, avenues that you can tap into as far as the cannabis industry to make money if you're not a person that smokes weed or, just to get in. It'd be the smartest investment of your life right now. I think that for the most part worldwide, that people still have a negative image of what marijuana really is or what it does. I think possibly because they haven't smoked it. So look at first when, like I said, again, I always go back to prohibition because in the early 1900s when alcohol was illegal, you had a lot of people that looked down on it. Hey, oh, you over there drinking alcohol with those whores and, we Christian people, like that was a real thing. Now I think all across the world, everybody over the age of 21 has had a drink or two in their life. So I think, fucking 30, 40 years from now, everybody on the earth will be the same way. You will have at least took a hit of marijuana in your lifetime. And so social acceptance comes over time. And if you like me, you don't really give a fuck how long it takes other people to accept it because you don't care and you're gonna do you regardless. So yeah, man, that's my take on that.